Right. Hi, Gautami. How are you?
Good evening, sir. I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm good too. Thank you. So, Gautami, can you tell me something about the hybrid framework? What is hybrid framework?
Yeah, hybrid framework is one. It is a combination of two or more framework, like using data-driven and keyword-driven frameworks, or using TestNG and data-driven framework. Like this, it is a combination of more than one.
Hmm. Okay.
Like in my experience, I have worked on hybrid framework where I was using BDT Cucumber, and
Mm.
also you was using Excel for data driven framework.
Okay. Okay. Fine. Um, so how would you do the automation for an application where the requirements keep on changing?
Yeah, first of all, the first step in the automation process is we'll do the testing manually and check for the feasibility of the test cases which can be automated. Example, the same task has to be done for 10 times like that. So that would be picked for automation.
Mm-hmm.
Or if there are many number of test cases and with the same functionality, then it would be taken for automation and performed accordingly. And as in agile methodology, the requirements keep on changing. So, for each each sprint will be assigned some of the stories. So, based on that, I'll be executing or writing the test scripts and all.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Fine. Okay. So, tell me one thing. What is page object model?
Yeah, page object model is a design pattern which we will be using in the framework. So here there are two separate folders like SRC main Java and SRC test Java. In
Mm.
main Java, we will be having the folder called pages. There, if the web page has a list of 5 pages, we will be storing the web elements addresses. That is the XPath of that web elements and the actions to be performed on that web elements in separate respective pages. So the action items, we will be calling them in the SRC test Java by creating object of that page. So likewise, it will be easy in order to modify. If in case there is a new thing that has to be added, the whole page need not be changed. Only the thing which have to be added can be added there.
Mm-hmm. Okay. What are the different annotations in TestNG?
Yeah, annotations in a TestNG are like before suit, after suit, before class, after class, and at the rate test, and before method and after method. Here, before method and after method, this will be executed for every test, like before method, at the rate test, and after method. Then
Mm-hmm.
before method, at the rate test, test case 2, after method.
Mm.
Like this.
Okay. What is the difference between before suit and before test?
Yeah, before suit, we will be running before the test
Mm-hmm.
actually, and before test, a test is nothing but at the rate test. It is like one of the test case.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, before test runs before the test annotation, whereas before suit, it will run before the test annotation. I'm not sure about it. I'm little bit.
Right, right. Okay, so before suit will come first, then before test, then test at the rate test. Okay. What are data providers in TestNG?
Yeah, data providers are used in order to include one or more data has to be given for a particular test case.
Mm.
Example coming to Gmail login functionality, we have to add username and password, and there are set of 5 or 10. So we use this data provider in this case.
Can you write the syntax for data provider?
Yeah.
I'm giving you screen sharing rights. You can click on share screen button. You can write it in Notepad++ or Notepad, it's fine.
Here the method name we will be passing inside the data provider, and these are the list of data which we are using. Here
Okay.
we are using two-dimensional array
Public
of object
object
class.
of login data. Okay, where is the return statement?
There is something needs to be added and
Mm,
unable to recollect.
Okay, no problem. See, let me share my screen. Okay, so this is your data provider. You have got name. Okay, now you will be passing this two-dimensional array, but you have to add the return statement as well. Okay, what would be the data? So these are your credentials that you are trying to pass. User one, password one, user two, password two. Now where you need to send, so you need to use this data provider, which is your login data, right? That you'll use in your login test here. Okay, so that's how you can write the syntax of the data provider and the test of the data provider. Fine. Okay. Now I want you to okay. Share your screen and open Flipkart website. I want you to find the locator for cart icon there. Okay, can you see the cart option at the top right side?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you find the locator for this?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're getting one of one. Okay, you're getting one of 380.
I'll try.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, now I'm getting one of one.
One of one. Okay, what if you remove this class? This class is having numeric things, a lot of special characters are there, so it is not a reliable thing. Remove this class. remove this class from this XPath.
Okay.
Hmm.
I can use href also using link text.
Href. You can use. See, let me share my screen. Okay, you can create this simple locator. Normalize space equal to cart, right? Or you can take text equal to cart, but normalize space would be more reliable for that. Okay, you're getting one of one. No need to take all the other things like class and href. Class is
Okay.
not at all a reliable option. Okay, now try to find locator for this mobiles.
Okay.
Okay, can you share your screen once?
Sure. Not to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, enough one and two.
Getting one of one. Great. Fine. Fine. Okay. Now, uh, let's say you have to search for different products on this particular web page itself. So first you have to search for mobiles, then you have to search for some particular toys on this particular search box. You have to enter those products. So how would you achieve this via BDD?
Yeah, in BDD, we have a thing called a scenario outline.
Mm-hmm.
Using the scenario outline, we will be having some place called as examples inside it. Inside these examples, we can give multiple sets of data. So whether we have to search for mobiles or fashion, electronics, all these things we will be giving in the double quotes
Mm-hmm.
inside these examples, so that it will search one by one, like for multiple sets of data.
Correct.
In the
Correct.
feature file, we will be having scenario outline.
Right. So can you write the feature file? with two products to be searched.
Sorry, sir, your voice was breaking.
Hello, now is it
Yeah,
audible?
yeah.
Yeah. So I'm saying, can you write the
Mm.
feature file using scenario outline for this scenario?
Sure.
Hmm. Done?
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good.
Mm.
Okay, fine. Okay. Now, what are the different challenges that you have faced while doing automation?
The main challenge
Mm,
like I faced was whenever there is a web page, the XPath of the elements, if it gets changed,
mhm.
I'll be writing one XPath and a few updations will be done in the HTML page. So at that time, if the XPath change, so again I have to write the XPath. And due to environment down, sometimes the test doesn't run.
Mhm.
The test which was passing earlier, it will fail due to this environment reasons. And uh, sometimes there will be um, delay in getting the requirement, and the client expects us to complete the requirement as soon as possible. At that time, I was taking a step like I was extending my time limits of the particular day, and also I was trying to complete that task, or else I would communicate in the team in the status calls, so that the story points which are given for the particular story would be extended if it is of a very high priority story. So like I would take like 1 day extra in order to complete it, 1 or 2 days, and try to complete it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, great. Fine. Okay. Uh, let's say there are 10 test cases in your framework which are failing. How would you fix those test cases? What would be your approach in having a stable automation test suite?
First of all, I'll be digging into the root cause analysis. Why are the test cases failing? What is the
Mm,
problem? Whether it is the locator problem, or it is the environment problem
mm,
and all. And I'll go to the particular page, like I'll go to the remote branch, and pull the request, and again I'll clone it. I'll try to run the functionality first of all, whether if it is working fine now, or it is the same.
mm,
And then I would figure out where is the functionality missing. Example, whether if it is in the page level or in the test level.
right. Okay. Ah, right, right. Okay, yeah, you were telling something?
Yeah,
Sorry.
I'll try
Yeah.
to figure out, reproduce the defect,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll check whether it is still existing, or it has gone. And I will try to check the page level code, whether if
Mm,
any web element is locators or something missing, or if I have to add one more action item, like getting the text method,
mm, mm.
something, and I'll try to fix it.
Okay, okay, fine. Let's say you are trying to automate some task and you're trying to create one automated script and you have to wait till the number of tabs in your browser are equaling to 4, right? So what would be your approach? How would you automate this thing?
Yeah, first of all, I'll try to fetch the tab name, because
Mm,
the tabs or hyperlinks will be having with the hyper name, the name anchor A.
mm,
So driver dot find element by anchor A, find elements, and store it in a list, and
mm.
use for loop or iterator.
Okay, that is one of the things. See, what you can do in this case is when you are trying to wait for the number of tabs to be getting open, right? You have to wait till the fourth tab gets open. So you can use driver.get window handles. Window handles is an important function that you can use here. You'll check whether its size is equal to 4 or not, right? Once the size is equal to 4, then you'll stop, right? You'll wait till that particular moment. Wait until driver.getWindowHandles.size equal to 4. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now let's consider a scenario. Your file is getting downloaded from some website and
Okay.
you have to wait for the file download to finish in Selenium. So how would you do that?
Yeah, I will be using explicit wait for that, because
Hmm.
we are waiting for only particular action to be completed. It is a specific wait which we are using.
Mm-hmm. Using explicit wait. Okay. Okay. Any other alternate option that you have? Explicit wait you will be keeping, but for what condition you'll be keeping it?
Yeah. Explicit wait, in that we'll be having wait until the element is visible.
Mhm.
These kind of methods.
Okay. See, uh, you will have to write a code and you will have to write the if condition. See, first of all, let us start from here, from the top. You'll create one separate function which would check this particular thing. So you'll provide the parameters string of download path, string of file name, and integer timeout in seconds, right? So download path, at which path it is getting downloaded, that will be your string data type. File name would also be your string data type. Timeout in seconds, it's a numeric value, so that would be an integer, right? So what you will do, you'll create a new object here and you'll use this download path, right? Initially, you'll keep the value for the weighted as 0. You'll keep a while loop here, right? What would be this while loop? What would be the purpose of this while loop? You have to check if the file does not exist, right? You have to continuously wait for that, okay? And then you have to increment this loop. So once the file is existing, then what you will do, you'll say download complete. Else you'll throw the runtime exception, right? So this would be a mix of, I would say, Selenium with the logical Java code that you would need to implement over here. Fine. Can you tell me how many test cases do you automate in a day?
Yeah, it completely depends upon the complexity of the test case. So
Mhm.
if the test case is of medium level, I'll be automating uh, four, 4 to 5 days. I'll be taking for a test script generation and completion and the review by a team lead and pushing that code into a particular branch. 4 to 5 days. If it is of higher complexity, I would take like 7 to 8 days
Mm,
in order to complete it.
okay, 7 to 8 days. And let's say if you are assigned some particular test case to automate, so what are the different activities that you will perform? What are the different
Yeah.
tasks that you'll perform? For example, one of the tasks is creating the keywords. One of the tasks is creating a feature file. So which are the different tasks that you will perform?
Yeah, if I'm using the BDD framework, whenever sometimes the feature file, we'll be checking it will be checking whether the keyword matches with the manual test cases keywords. And first, I'll be creating the feature file for this, and after that, creating a step definition file, and then creating a page for the particular page. In the page level, I'll be creating the locators and the methods which have to be used for performing the action.
Mm,
And I'll be executing it via test runner. So here in test runner, there will be a glue up between the feature file and the step definition file. And we'll also be having the plugin called as extent reports. So using this extent reports, we'll be able to get the execution status in the PDF form in the test reports folder in the framework. So we'll be getting to know at what time the test has started to execute and what is the time it's taking to execute and what is the result of it. All these things will be doing as part of execution.
mhm. Okay. What are listeners in TestNG?
Listeners is a interface which is used in TestNG. That is, example, if we are having a test case and we need to get the results of example when the test is success, what action we have to perform, and when the test is failure, what action we have to perform. Example, when the test is failure, we need to take screenshot so that it will be handy in order to figure out where the error is occurring in the which step and how it can be resolved. Like
Mm,
on test success, on test failure, and we can skip the particular tests. All
mm,
these things we have in the iTest listener interface. So
mm,
we'll be making use of it in
mm, mm.
TestNG.
Okay.
Because we do build sometimes using Jenkins, we start the build at the late nights.
Mm.
So there will be no one to look after the thing. Like whenever the test fails, it will be captured in the screenshots. It will be helpful to handle the exceptions or what is the error occurring and all.
Okay. So you were telling about Jenkins. So are you aware about creating pipelines in Jenkins?
Yeah, in Jenkins, we'll be giving the path of a particular GitHub
Mm.
path and the Maven path. And yeah, like this, we'll be creating the pipeline. And the script which we are using in Jenkins is Groovy script.
Mm, mm, mm. Okay,
Jenkins is used to perform the build, and also it is used for documentation purpose.
fine, fine. Okay, okay, Gautami. I'm done with the interview. Do you have any questions for me?
Feedback comes.
Yeah.